Designed to take you where you want to go, when you want to go. Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new Mazda CX-50. Named an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Award winner. Choose from over 40 CX-50s right now and save at Team Mazda on Airline.
Yeah, we love us some Kent Broussard. If you happen to, he's probably in school right now, but if you have been following our story about Kent Broussard, the LSU student who has made history as a 66-year-old marching tuba band member with the Golden Band from Tigerland, his story is certainly remarkable. Johnny's not here. Oh, he is. I see hands. I see hands. Yes,
I'm so happy that the ESPN showed that. A lot of times they go to the back to the central hub and do your halftime report, but they came back and did that on him. They didn't watch him march or anything, but they showed him.
It's the camaraderie of him and the students around him. I mean, what does a 66-year-old have in common with a 22, 21, 18-year-old?
Yeah,
right.
That's it.
Them hyping him up when he found out he made the band in that video of them cheering around him. Cat, cat, cat. It's awesome to see that your love of music or your combined interest, it doesn't matter what age you are.
It really doesn't. And it's really inspiring, if I may. I mean, there are a lot of folks that always want to go back to school. I mean, here's a 66-year-old, and he's doing it. Freshman, looking good.
This is proof that, it's one of the great things about working on a morning show. It's long. Hi, good to see you again. We're still here. We're still here. But we get to tell the good stories, right? It's not just the blood, smoke, and scandal, the stuff that you do need to know about that's going on in your community, but we get to tell some of these long-form great stories. And this kind of started with, WAFB, for example, went out and talked with him, and then all of a sudden CBS, CBS was like, wait a minute, this is a good story. Yes, it is a good story. Would you like to come and play? And they did. They sent one of their best storytellers, Steve Hartman, down, and he went and talked personally with him. And then you see that story Friday, like the day before the game, and Steve Hartman's like, he's about ready to march down Victory Hill tomorrow, and then that thing spreads. All I was seeing for a number of days was he and LSU and this great story all over social media.
Yes.
That's the kind of stuff you need to spread like wildfire.
Yes.
And that really is a big deal, by the way, for you folks at home. Steve Hartman, I mean, you say that name, all journalists respect. He's one of the best storytellers. So if he's doing the story, that definitely means something special.
Absolutely. Right? If you have not seen our full story, Darren DeQuano did a remarkable piece on this. If you want to watch it, you can actually watch it on WAFB Plus and find that in its entirety. And the great thing about Ken is that he's so humble. He's so apologetic about it. He's like, I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm so sorry. But the band director is like, this is great.
That's great.
When do they get to talk about us this much? This is awesome to highlight the entire efforts of the band. Because it is such an iconic moment when you see them march down Victory Hill. But when you see the pride in his eyes and his wife and his daughters and grandchildren, that is something amazing to see. You know, to train for the rehearsals, he was running, running 20 miles a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
In the heat.
Yes.
And he's the tuba, right?
Yes.
So,
his neighbors got to know and love that too.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And then on Facebook, of course, I loved it. Kind of related, but unrelated, I guess. I don't know. Clemson, here's how you walk down a hill.
That's how you do it.
I absolutely love that. That was
Absolutely.
so good.
Yeah.
There was so much trolling after that one.
I know,
the
right?
Clemson with the bus, how they drive the bus around, drop their
And
players
that's
up.
tradition up there for them, but it looked awkward.
Yeah.
It did. Well, LSU fans are saying, do you guys use the bus around after you lose too? Or the whole
messy.
Death Valley thing?
Yeah.
But getting back to the 66-year-old, it shows you that you're never too old. And I think, check me on this, even Shaquille O'Neal is going back, he's getting another degree. If I'm not mistaken, I think I heard he's working on a PhD. You got to check me on that.
Why wouldn't it be?
But he has several degrees. Man,
Dr. O'Neal.
Dr. O'Neal.
Yeah.
He stays driven.
He does.
He is a driven person.
Well, like Matt McConaughey's teaching at UT
At Texas. Yeah, and he's on the sidelines all the time at Texas
Austin,
games.
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, UT Austin.
Well, that begs the question, and I'm not saying any of us are old, but is there something on the bucket list that you say, I want to do something before the end of my life? I want to learn a skill. I want to do this. I want to parasailing.
All eyes are on you, Matt.
Sleep past 2.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I don't know. I really don't. I just my bucket list is I'm very fortunate, very blessed. I've been able to do a lot of the things that I want to do, courtesy of my family.
Yeah.
And so that's my home base, my reset. That sounds like a fake and a cop-out answer, but no, my bucket list is always family
That's
involved.
fulfilling life.
And so it's been amazing.
I knew he was going to say something like that.
Yeah.
Hey man, I've been living vicariously through your kids as well.
Yes.
They're travelers, and I would say that's the one thing for my bucket list. I want to do some more traveling. I've always wanted to go to Wimbledon. That's it's like
cool.
my favorite. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
The experience.
Okay, so if someone's watching and happens to have an extra ticket or two, you know who to
call. We'll have to wait till next year.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, we got time to plan, Johnny.
Yeah. Oh boy, there's so many things I want to do.
Where do you want to cruise?
Or what would you like to learn? Or
I want to go on a 14-day or 21-day cruise. I've never been
you could do a
21-day.
on a boat.
That's a long time on a boat.
As long as you get off.
Not on a raft, certainly.
Well, not a life raft. Oh no.
Of course, a boat. All right. I don't know if we can go cruising along this particular False River, but you can certainly take a little day trip out there. How are we doing?
I mean, you see these temperatures in my forecast. I'm going to be cruising for a bruising. I'll tell you that. Outside right now, it's not looking much better. But by the way, it looks like we're waving goodbye to the fall temperature. So I do really hope that you enjoyed it while it lasted. It's not in the forecast anymore. 71 out your door, on our way to highs, right back into the 90s. Yes, we made it up to 90 yesterday, but that's just the beginning of a more significant warming trend that we're expecting over the next several days. So warmer weather all up and down that 7 to 10 day forecast. Not much rain. We do have a chance this afternoon, but after that, it looks like it's gone with the wind. And then we'll talk about the tropics, both short term, long term as well. We do have a couple of isolated showers angling towards our area, but for the most part, they are going to fall apart. The graph model did a very good job yesterday, so we're giving it credence again today. And it really wants to hedge its bets, mainly across the southern parishes south of the I-10 and the I-12. So the farther you go towards the coast, you guys are going to have a slightly better chance of getting a shower. The farther north you go, places like Macomb, I doubt you guys are going to get anything whatsoever. And here in Baton Rouge, it's going to be low and limited, mainly below 20%. And again, the chance of rain that we have this afternoon, that's it. Once we get beyond that, high pressure really focuses very close to us again, wraps in more dry and stable air. Now, the one good thing about that, it's going to knock down these dew points a little bit. So the dew points come down to the mid-60s going into the weekend. So even though these numbers look bad, these are actually very, very close, almost identical to the forecast high. So what that means is even though the heat is going to be back, hopefully the humidity should not be that bad. But 95, I mean, any way you cut it, that's going to be hot. And it's really this upper ridge here. It's going to reestablish itself right on top of us. In the middle of summertime, we would probably call this a heat dome. Not so much going to have that kind of oppressive heat this time around, but here's some more good news for you. Things are not heating up in the tropical Atlantic. No new development is expected over the next 7 days. Let's go way beyond that. How about going out to September 23rd? And the yellow that you see means that there is a low chance of any kind of tropical formation during that time. What you see here in the Gulf, that's very typical climatologically speaking. So that's nothing alarming. And as a matter of fact, if you ask my opinion, going out to September 30th, this yellow here, again, that's actually more of a good sign than anything. And right now, the long-range models, they're not developing that much. So let's keep this thing going as long as we can. Starting in the low 70s, working to the low 90s later today. Can't rule out an isolated shower or storm in the afternoon, but you probably won't need the umbrella for the most part. Tonight, we're down to 69, so it's not bad. It's just not quite as cool as what we were getting used to. And speaking of that, maybe Friday night, you want to rack it up at Live After 5. We are finally bringing it back this Friday. Chubby Carrier and the Bayou Swamp Band. And man, oh man, it's going to be hot out there. Temperatures in the 90s, looking good for the football forecast, but we're going to be lingering in the mid-90s going through the weekend. So again, if you're heading out to the football game, any outdoor plans, just take the typical precautions. 7-Eleven right now, Johnny A., how's traffic?
Taking you out and about. Let's take a look at some of the congestion. We have a little congestion coming up. First of all, wreck on Harding Boulevard near Howell Boulevard. That's not creating any major problems out and about. So we're slowing down coming out of Walker on Florida Boulevard, right near the Eden Church Road area, and on 12 before Jubin all the way in. Look at 4-H Club Road. We also have some traffic right here at the Central Thruway. We usually do. And then as you make your way down the interstate past O'Neill Lane and past Millerville. And then Tiger Bend, Old Jefferson, all of that's getting a little busy this morning if you're coming in from Ascension Parish. And we're starting to see a backup on the on-ramp right here at LA1 as folks get onto the bridge downtown coming in from Port Allen. Here's your slow traffic right near College Drive on the westbound side at Acadian off-ramp, occasionally backing up a little bit. And then the bridge traffic slowing down coming in from Port Allen, as I mentioned. All right, you're watching WAFB 9 News now. We do it again at 3:30 in the afternoon, 9 at night. A couple of headlines and things that Matt and Liz are watching. We'll be right back with those. Stay with us.
Folks, welcome to a few things we're following for you today. Actually, we're taking you over to the west side, Port Allen. They're looking for somebody in particular right now that they consider to be armed and dangerous.
Have a look. This is a Kylan Williams. They say he's wanted here for carrying a concealed weapon and possessing a weapon where alcohol is sold. If you happen to see him or you know where he is, it's a call to Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP.
From West Baton Rouge into East Baton Rouge now, actually Metro Council today, big meeting talking about everything from potentially raises for city judges to maybe increasing the budget for the DA.
A big meeting tonight. If you're interested in attending, it's 4 p.m. at Council Chambers at Baton Rouge City Hall. By the way, Ascension Parish, heads up, they're doing a food distribution event in Gonzales at Lamar Dixon, but they want you to know that the truck is arriving a little bit late today. It's not getting there till 10 a.m., so keep that in mind. You still want to show up early, so from 9 to 10 o'clock, start making your way at Lamar Dixon. It's going to be set up in that front lot there, so you know you can't miss the big distribution truck.
Yeah, you'll see it, absolutely. Probably won't need the umbrella for that today unless you're trying to block out the sun.
Oh, I mean, that's a good idea.
You know.
You're going to need to do that. Yeah, that might be a good thing to do.
Good.
You know, Matt, you mentioned earlier we were doing an over-under on how many gators you were expecting to be cooked.
At the tailgate?
At the tailgate.
And so I ain't playing around. I mean, seriously, I'm not counting gator balls. We'll walk around for all the tailgate and do all that. My over-under is 12.5.
That's
full gators.
That's a lot.
I can't wait.
I don't know.
It's going to happen.
Post those on Facebook.
Yeah, and then Monday, join us on 9 News Now so we can count them.
Designed to take you where you want to go, when you want to go. Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new Mazda CX-50. Named an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Award winner. Choose from over 40 CX-50s right now and save at Team Mazda on Airline.